FM, your integrity station.
No food for lazy man. Paddy, double your work. Anything where you want to, you go get them if you want. Go shisha. Stop living fake life. Ororo no be good boy. Pussycat no be tiger. Monkey at the chimpanzee. Walk you. But I no be for monkey. You wanna have a big boy. Swagger on je vole o. Walk you. Ọ̀rẹ́ mi tẹpá mọ́ṣẹ́ o. Walk you. Watch your coat to feature your body o. Walk you. Ọ̀rẹ́ mi múra sí iṣẹ́ o. Walk you. Watch your coat to feature your body o. You say you want expensive shit. O fẹ́ máa bára wé wíìzì. You way you never amount. O fẹ́ máa bá wọn wọ Prada. Go rock and run down. Paddy me double your hustle, oh. Respect yourself, oh. Stop living fake life. Ororo no be good boy. Pussycat no be tiger. Monkey at the chimpanzee. Walk you. But I no be for monkey, oh. You wanna have a big boy. Swagger on je vole, oh. Walk you. Ọ̀rẹ́ mi tẹpá mọ́ṣẹ́ o. Walk you. Watch your coat to feature your body o. Walk you. Ọ̀rẹ́ mi múra sí iṣẹ́ o. Walk you. Watch your coat to feature your body o. Walk you. Now you dey go see for club, drinking all the club. Ìwọ ló máa wọ taxi o, dẹ̀ rówó jẹun. Kúkú lọ́wọ́ bá fún. Na only you dey make him out every time. Say you get it this way, your money no fit buy. Stop living fake life. Ororo no be good boy. Pussycat no be tiger. Monkey at the chimpanzee. Walk you. But I no be for monkey, oh. You wanna have a big boy. Swagger on je vole, oh. Walk you. Ọ̀rẹ́ mi tẹpá mọ́ṣẹ́ o. Walk you. Watch your coat to feature your body, oh. Walk you. Ọ̀rẹ́ mi múra sí iṣẹ́ o. Walk you. Watch your coat to feature your body, oh. Walk you.
Splash FM 105.5.
All right, it's good to have you join us this Tuesday afternoon. My name is Michael Olatunbosun, and the program is Talking Points on Splash FM 105.5 here in the city of Ibadan, where we promote the right values. So part of promoting the right values presupposes that we provide a platform for all of us to cross-fertilize ideas, and that's where we are again today. Okay, so let's bring the matters to the table, sort them out. And the whole essence is to see how we can help society to get better. And so that's the bottom line, okay? So the long and short of the story, that's it, okay? So let's talk today. Quite a number of matters on the table. But I'd like to start on this note. And the note I'd like to start from is this. I have wondered about the slow manner of response from stakeholders, particularly at the local government level in Oyo State. I'm particular about Oyo State because I reside in Oyo State, I live in Oyo State, and I work in Oyo State. Yesterday, while driving home, I saw a cops at the junction where that Agodi Correctional Center junction, that T junction, if you like, that separates Agodi Correctional Center from the post office. Just in the middle of the road, I saw a corpse of a man in the middle of the road there. It had been there since yesterday. Up to today, in the morning of today, it was there. And I drove by that place around 1:34 p.m. today. It is still there. I just returned from a program on health. I was a moderator at the JDPC in Ibadan, where we had stakeholders in the health sector and representative of government. I equally raised that matter there. And the response of some of the Community Development Council people who were there was that when things like that turn up and you ask those who should attend to this matter, it becomes a battle between which local government should take care of it. I wouldn't know what is happening now, but at 1:34 p.m. of today, the corpse was still lying there. You need to do something about that. I mean, just by the Ibadan North local government there, that's the only local government that I know about that's around that place. This is local government that collects tariff, even at that junction where you have shops. So why is it difficult to evacuate a corpse in the middle of the road? Okay, that said, go to the matters that we have on the table. So looking at the Vanguard newspaper. Okay, so the Vanguard for today has this story. I've been able to confirm in another newspaper, of course. Federal government arrests IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu. Okay, it's in the Vanguard. Okay, so return to Nigeria to face trial, and the federal government has arrested the leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu. The Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Mr. Abubakar Malami SAN, who made the disclosure to journalists on Tuesday, revealed that Kanu was arrested and brought back to Nigeria on Sunday. And then the follow to that story, still in the Vanguard. DSS operatives produce IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu in court. Okay, so this is the story. The operatives of the Department of State Service, DSS, on Tuesday produced the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, before Justice Binta Nyaku of the Federal High Court, Abuja. Mr. Kanu, who was brought to the court amidst tight security, arrived at the court at about 1:40 p.m. However, all the entrances to the court have been under lock as the hearing in the matter is ongoing. Okay, so as of the time that I was going on air, the story is still in the Vanguard. Follow. Okay, so court remands IPOB leader Kanu in DSS custody, fixes July 26 for resumption of trial. Okay, so this is the story. There's a picture of him there in cuffs. Okay, the story here says the Federal High Court in Abuja on Tuesday remanded the leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, in the custody of the Department of State Services, DSS. Trial Justice Binta Nyako gave the remand based on an application that was brought by the federal government. Justice Nyako ordered that Kanu, who was arrested outside the country by the Interpol and brought back to the country on Sunday, should remain in custody till July 26, when his trial will resume. The court proceeding took place barely 15 minutes after the Attorney General of the Federation of Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami SAN, disclosed to journalists that Kanu had been arrested. Meanwhile, Malami, who addressed the press in company of the Inspector General of Police and spokesman to the DSS, Dr. Peter Afunaya, kept silence on where Kanu was arrested. He, however, disclosed that Kanu will be tried on charges bordering on terrorism, treasonable felony, unlawful possession of firearms, and management of an unlawful society. He alleged that it was his inciting broadcast that led to the loss of lives and destruction of properties in the southeast region of the country. Meanwhile, the IPOB leader was brought to court on Tuesday by heavily armed security operatives from both the DSS and the Nigerian Police Force. Recall that the trial court had on March 28, 2019 issued a bench warrant for the arrest of the IPOB leader after it was revoked. It revoked the bail that was earlier granted him. Placing reliance on Section 352 Sub 4 of the Administration of Criminal Justice Act, ACJA 2015, the court equally okayed Kanu's trial in absentia. Kanu, whose whereabouts was unknown since 2017 September, was either to answering to a 5-count charge federal government entered against him and 3 other pro-Biafra agitators, Chidi Ebere Onwudiwe, Benjamin Madubugu, and David Nwawisi. Shortly after he was declared missing, Trial Justice Nyako on February 20, 2018, okayed separate trial for the other 3 defendants. The IPOB leader, who has dual citizenship, before his arrest on Sunday, reportedly cited at various locations outside the country, including Jerusalem and the United Kingdom. Wow. Okay, so that's the story. The headline here reads, Court remands IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu in DSS custody, fixes July 26 for resumption of trial. Okay, so how do you react to this story? Okay, I'd like to take your comments on this. So essentially, that's just it. So the other story, particularly for the matter of the continuous voter registration. Yaga calls on eligible Nigerians to avail self of INEC's CVR in the Vanguard Steel. Comments INEC's deployment of voter registration technology. Okay, election observer Yaga Africa Monday called on eligible Nigerians to avail themselves of continuous voter registration of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, across the country. This was contained in a statement signed by the Director of Programs, Yaga Africa, Cynthia Mbamalu, where the organization acknowledged the innovation by INEC as it will inspire citizens to register based on the introduction of pre-enrollment via INEC's CVR online portal from June the 28th, 2021. Okay, so you understand that continuous voter registration has started. And I'd like to join my voice to, that of Yaga and others to say you need to avail yourself of this opportunity. So they have an online platform, okay, a portal where you can pre-register so as to, really cut out the crowd that should be mounting at their gates. I mean, the gates of INEC offices. So when you go to that portal and register, you get a date, which will help us in a lot of ways. It's still talking points on Splash FM 105.5 here in the city of Ibadan. I'd like to look at the Zuma, former South African president, and his ordeal as well. We're told that he's been sentenced to 15 months in jail. Okay. This is the Daily Post. Former South African President Zuma sentenced to 15 months imprisonment. And the story here says Jacob Zuma, former president of South Africa, has been sentenced to 15 months in prison for contempt of court. Judge Sisi Kampepe on Tuesday said Zuma was found guilty of contempt of court following his refusal to appear before a grafts panel. The Constitutional Court can do nothing but conclude that Mr. Zuma is guilty of the crime of contempt of court. Okay, so then the judge said, so they called the 79-year-old Zuma was forced to step down as president in 2018 over corruption allegations. The former president had defied an order by the Constitutional Court in January to appear at an inquiry into corruption while he was president. You recall that his party had to ask him to step down as well. So you understand that, when we make reference to Jacob Zuma, we usually say that in South Africa, you have what you call the supremacy of the party. So the matter started at the party. Petitions were written against him and presented to the party. And the party said, oh, you cannot, really hold this exalted office as a member of our party. So you have to step down. And then the matter started and the rest of it. So he eventually had to step down on account of corruption charges pressed against him. What are your thoughts on these matters? It's still talking points on Splash FM here in the city of Ibadan. You can watch on Facebook, okay? Live on Facebook. Splash FM. Just go to Splash FM 105.5 Ibadan on Facebook and watch live. And then you can also join the conversation there. In case you'd like to call me, okay, 0809 155 1055, 0805 699 8678, and 07069 949 3000. Those are the numbers. In case you'd like to join the conversation, let me know your thoughts about this, particularly about Nnamdi Kanu himself. Quite a lot has gone down about him, and then so you like to give your thoughts on the person of Nnamdi Kanu himself. Remember when he started, the radio station, and all the other narratives that have been flogged. So, but one key question for me is this: how much of mitigation is the Nigerian government putting in place to make sure that, number one, agitators have platforms to really express and dialogue, if you care about the word dialogue? I really want to know, are we making the environment conducive enough for people who would like to really talk about what they're aggrieved about? So do we have that platform really? I will bring Goke to the microphone in a moment. I have a caller. Hello.
Hello, Michael. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Olushola Julius, right?
Yes, thank you. Now, honestly, I want to applaud the federal government on the issue of Nnamdi Kanu, because we will appreciate it if justice prevails.
Okay.
But I want it to prevail in a democratic manner, whereby everybody will have opportunity to speak and do what is right, even in the judgment or the trial. The judgment that will be given afterwards.
But he has been presented in court. That's democratic. It's not court-martialed. It's not court-martialed.
That's good. But honestly, Michael, you've asked a question that how agitators are they going to be given platform for them to be able to dialogue with any government of the day? Do you know that, assuming this administration, the way they promised us in 2015, that they're going to make Nigeria an egalitarian society, and a place where Nigerians as well will enjoy dividends of democracy, and all regions, all states will enjoy them equally. If they have done that, do you know that these agitators and agitations will not come up like this? And things as well will go on the way Nigerians want it.
Okay.
But because we can as well as Nigerians view in our own thinking that we are being marginalized, there is tribalism, there is favoritism, there is nepotism, even in the government.
Okay.
That is why Nigerians are now coming up with different kind of secession and agitations.
Okay. But on the flip side of this matter,
yes,
is it also fair, if you think you have a good point, is it fair to go about it by destroying things, by really calling your nation names? Is it fair also?
That is why I said I want to applaud the federal government on these steps they've taken. And that again, I said I want them to do it constitutionally, following by the law.
All right.
The names that we are being called, that this country is a zoo, different kind of languages, they're trying to make people to get angry and do things that are not proper in the country. For me, for what he has done, he should face the law.
All right.
But they should do it accordingly.
Okay.
They should not use it to victimize. Or for them to use it to clamp down on other agitators that are genuine on the cause of the growth of this country.
All right. Thank you very much for calling, sir. Okay. Hello. Hello.
Hello. Good morning, Mr. Olatunbosun.
Good afternoon, sir.
I'm Falado calling for Ibadan.
Yes, sir.
I'm not against anybody agitating for anything. You have the right to agitate. But you have to go to round table. First work, second work. At the end of the day, they went to round table to resolve it. So what Kanu was doing to me is a threat to national security. It's a threat.
All right.
So this time around, and apart from that, he has jumped in. So this time around, I think he should be dealt with. Thank you. Good morning. Good afternoon, Pastor.
Good afternoon, sir, for calling. All right, Goke is here. Goke, let me hear your own thoughts about the Nnamdi Kanu arrest. Okay, so the federal government, through the Minister of Justice and Attorney General, did not disclose how he was arrested or where. No. So we know that it was more like a collaboration between the Nigerian forces and the Interpol and the rest of it. But what are your thoughts on this matter?
Well, Well, I think it's very funny for me, and I hope that there are certain questions that we should ask ourselves and seek to answer. Because we're talking about Nnamdi Kanu, a man that have been speaking for, the agitation that people in the eastern part of the country should leave, and of course the federal government should conduct a referendum since 2014. I think he has been arrested before on the charges of treason in Lagos. He was arrested, and despite the fact that so many courts, because a lot of people are talking about the fact that Kanu have jumped bail and the rest. And I hope that we all remember that the federal government is always at the act of disobeying court orders. Because for a year, despite the fact that there are different court orders that they should release Kanu, he was held in detention. I hope we still understand that Zaki and the wife they are still in detention despite a whole lot of court orders that they should be released.
Zaki and his wife, they were released for medical treatment abroad. They decided to come back.
They were released for medical treatment. They were not released. They were not granted bail. The court said they should be granted bail. That was the ruling of the court.
Okay.
And in fact, it was this man. Mr. Femi Falana. That was their counsel.
Yeah.
And it was crystal clear that they've been given bail. Allow them to, go. And the questions that I'm going to ask is that after so many years that people of the eastern part of the country, wanted to leave during, Major Ojukwu and the rest, another Kanu. If you arrest Kanu, can you arrest IPOB in the heart of the people? Of course, he has done a whole lot of things that he should be tried for, and of course, the Attorney General said this is he will be face a federal high court in Abuja for the continuation of his trials and on terrorism, felony, and the rest. I hope that the law actually prevail. But the truth of the matter is, can we address certain questions? I keep on quoting former Minister for Communication, Honorable Shitu. Because he said, those that will not allow peaceful change, they make violent change inevitable. These people have been communicating what they want. They've been communicating their wants, their agitation since 2014. Like you were saying before I entered the studio, as the federal government giving them, a playing ground for them to come and speak out.
Have they also made it possible for the federal government to invite them for a gentleman's dialogue?
How do you make it possible when the federal government does not want it in the first place?
What do you mean by that?
Since 2014, have there been any, as the federal government reached out to them? Before these people, they did not just start like this. Before they go rogue, and let's understand that if you arrest Nnamdi Kanu, another person will rise.
But the point is that
I hope that if Sunday Igboho will be arrested. I hope that Sheyi Gumi will be arrested.
Just hold on. You see, when the Niger Delta guys were agitating, they were invited for dialogue. They got amnesty.
Yeah.
Even the federal government is extending, a hand of dialogue to Boko Haram
the question
and their
I'm asking,
members.
Michael, so, as IPOB members been invited by the federal government?
Have they made it possible for the federal government to say? How do you make it possible by making? Let's talk.
How do you make it possible? The only thing they're supposed to do is to make their intention known. What these people are crying of is that let's just have a referendum. Have the federal government invited them? Has it been that the federal government invited them and they ignored? Let it not be that you did not invite them. Let it be that you invite them and they ignored. There's a saying that I may not, I may not be fine with what you're saying, but I will allow you say it.
Okay.
As the federal government allowed them, Kanu has committed, a whole lot of things. There are videos, evidence that we're saying they should attack this, they should attack that. It should be tried based on that. And like I'm saying, I support the fact that the Constitution should take its place.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is, can you arrest IPOB in the mind of the people?
Okay, we will come to these questions when we come back from this commercial break. It's still Talking Points on Splash FM. Please don't go away.
For a healthy family. Attain the knowledge you require to join the broadcasting industry. Splash FM Media Academy offers premium training to both aspiring and practicing personalities. And enroll now at Splash FM Media Academy for a certificate of proficiency in broadcast journalism. Splash FM Media Academy courses include Introduction to Presentation, Basic Production, Digital Media, Yoruba Presentation, plus interactive practical mentorship session with veterans and industrial placement. To register, visit the Splash FM Media Academy beside White House, Felele, Ibadan. You can also register online at splashfm1055.com/academy or call 0705-439-3332. Visit our social media pages on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Splash FM Academy for more details.
Registration closes on the 30th of June.
Realize your potential and pursue a career in radio broadcasting today. Splash FM Media Academy, preserving media integrity.
Them say your ginger, now pepper them style. Show them say you sabi your legwork moves. Beba there, get there as it is hot with extra spice. Oh shit, yes, with the confirmed taste of bold ginger. Show them your ginger.
Bold ginger, now the confirmed soft drink. We get spicy taste that keeps you refreshed. Bold soft drink also there for orange, tropical, and bitter lemon flavor for all your enjoyment. Bold ginger, show your ginger.
Ẹ̀yin ọmọ Nàìjíríà, èyí ni àwọn àmọ̀ràn márùn-ún ní ṣókí tí ẹ lè fi dá ìròyìn tí kò lóòótọ́ nínú mọ̀ yàtọ̀ sí èyí tí ó jẹ́ òótọ́. Àkọ́kọ́, yẹ orísun rẹ̀ wò. Ìkejì, ṣàwárí àwọn orísun mìíràn. Ó kéré tán, o gbọ́dọ̀ rí ojúlówó orísun méjì tí ó gbé ìròyìn náà kí o tó gbà á gbọ́ tàbí fi ránṣẹ́ sí ẹlòmíràn. Ìkẹta, ṣèwádìí àròkọ tàbí ìròyìn náà. Tí o bá ṣe ń ṣe iyèméjì, tún kà dáadáa. Wo ọjọ́ tí a kọ, bóyá kò tíì pẹ́. Ìkẹrin, bẹ̀ Africa Check wò lórí ẹ̀rọ ayélujára. Tí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ kan bá ti tàn jáléjáko, ó ṣeé ṣe kí ọ̀kan nínú àwọn iléeṣẹ́ tí ó ń yẹ òtítọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ bíi Africa Check ti ṣàyẹ̀wò rẹ̀. Ìkarùn-ún, tí o kò bá lè ṣàrídájú tó mọ́yán lórí nípa àròkọ kan, ó dára kí o yẹra fún dípò fífi ránṣẹ́ sí ẹlòmíràn. Àmọ̀ràn yín wá láti ọwọ́ Africa Check. Fún àmọ̀ràn kíkún, darapọ̀ mọ́ wa lórí WhatsApp ní 090-8377-7789. Tẹ̀lé wa lórí Twitter, Instagram àti Facebook ní @africacheck_ng.
Hip hip hooray! It's the 14th Splash 105.5 FM anniversary public lecture and the 82nd birthday of the founding chairman. Splash 105.5 FM, the integrity station, Chief Adebayo Akonde, MFR, the Abese Olubadan of Ibadan land. Holding on the 7th of July 2021 at the Trenchard Hall, University of Ibadan. Time 11 a.m. prompt. Guest lecturer is Professor Olutayo C. Adeshino, FNAL, Head Department of History, University of Ibadan. Lecture topic: In Search of a Nigerian Dream. Chairman of the occasion, Chief Kola Karim Agbaoye of Ibadan land. Let's celebrate 14 years of excellence. Splash FM, your integrity station.
This is not a hotspot. It's not a thoughtless, trash-talking, savage streets. No. This is a zone for those with the true Naija spirits, who refuse to be confined by archaic laws, those who are not accustomed to the norm, who believe there's always a better way to do things. A hub for those who stand behind what they believe in, who make the most of the present to create the future they desire. This is Tribe Naija, for those who see it different and want to do it different.
To join the conversation, download the Tribe Naija app today.
Splash FM 105.5.
All right, it's still talking points on Splash FM here in the city of Ibadan. Welcome back on Facebook. You can catch us live there. Splash FM 105.5 Ibadan. That's the destination. You can also comment there, okay? And then you can make a call 0809 155 1055, 0805 699 8678, and 07069 493 3000. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
You're welcome to Talking Points today. What's the name, please?
My name is Chinedu. I'm calling from Modena.
Yes, sir. Chinedu.
Yeah. I think your analyst is misleading the public.
Okay.
And I would rather advise him to make statements that he's very much aware of.
Okay.
IPOP as a group is not representing the entire Igbo people.
Okay.
These are a group of miscreants who, from among themselves, gave the name IPOP by themselves.
Okay.
You know, there are people who hope that through this way they could achieve or get a country of their own so that they become presidents or ministers or whatever they think for themselves. So they are not representing the entire Igbo people.
Okay.
I want him to rephrase that comment.
Okay.
Now, Nnamdi Kanu was existing under Goodluck Jonathan. He did nothing. He never agitated. And it is known that he is a loyal member of PDP. Even directly, not indirectly. It was only... Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was only after Jonathan lost in the election that he started agitating with his people. Just to see if there could be a way for him to be able to create a problem for Buhari, which he actually did. If you remember, he was arrested initially.
Yeah.
People were begging, and somebody stood for him with maybe 200 or 300 million, or whatever.
Senator.
Yes. Yeah. That is number one. Number two, from the internet has been creating a lot of problems. So many people have been killed. Even the people who claim to be representative Igbo people, Eastern Security Network and IPOP, they have demonstrated seriously that they are not fit for leadership because they kept killing even the Igbo people themselves. It is on record. It is on video.
Okay.
On the day they declared IPOP Day that nobody should move out, Nnamdi was giving out that if anybody is seen in his shop or anywhere on that day, that he should be killed and burned together with his shop.
Okay.
Is that how a leader does?
All right. So
I want that guy to stop saying what he does not know. He's not an Igbo man.
Okay.
And I want and that people has been to the east. He should stop it.
Okay.
The entire Igbo people are not behind IPOP. And IPOP was never created for Igbo people.
All right, Chinedu, thank you very much for your observation. Okay. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon, Mr. Michael.
Good afternoon, sir.
This is Lucky Rabo calling from Ibadan.
Mr. Rabo, let's talk, sir.
Yeah, it baffles me the way the last speaker spoke. Nnamdi Kanu is PDP. So the bandits and Boko Haram, what political party do they belong to? APC, Abi? Or they are also PDP? The Afro agitation has started even before the Nigerian Civil War. That was what led to the Nigerian Civil War. Was PDP in existence then? The marginalization of the Igbo people since after the Nigerian Civil War, that they are not given recognition. Out of the three major ethnic groups in Nigeria, Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbos, who went to war that time, Yorubas have been president. They have been military head of state. Hausas have been president, military head of state. Which Igbo have you gotten as president or military head of state? They have been marginalized and they are asking for their rights, and somebody is saying they are PDP. Anyway, let me leave that. Nnamdi Kanu rearrest or being rearrested. Fine. The zeal with which the Nigerian government went after him and made all the arrangements, even when he is not within the shores of Nigeria, is highly commendable. But I want to question, why can't they do the same with the bandits we are having within Nigeria and the Boko Haram people? Gumi is meeting with bandits. He knows all the location of the bandits in the north. He is saying a lot of things about the bandits. Bandits have kidnapped lots of students. They have killed lots of our military men. And the federal government is not going after them. That is where the problem is. The federal government is not going after them. Rather, federal government is giving amnesty to Boko Haram. The federal government is giving money to bandits. That is what we are talking about.
Do you have record of where the federal government gave money to bandits?
They said it by themselves now. Governors have given money Federal government have said they give money, they give amnesty, they gave everything. Is there now? Federal government said it now. Am I the one that said they gave amnesty to Boko Haram and they give them money, they readmit them, they even give them employment? Am I the one? Federal government said it by themselves now.
So, Mr. Arabo.
Yes, please.
The question I'm asking is this. I hope you know there's a big difference between giving bandits money and paying ransom. I hope you know there's a big difference.
What I said, federal government gave money to them. I didn't mention ransom. You are the one bringing ransom. Federal government gave money. Federal government told us that they gave them money. They gave them amnesty. They gave them money. They even gave them new clothes. So federal government told us that.
Mr. Rabot, you just changed the terms now. So you have moved from giving money to amnesty.
Listen, Mr. Michael, I never mentioned anything that has to do with ransom. You can replay what I said. I think you will have record of what we are saying. You can replay it. You can replay it. I never said ransom. I said gave money. So you are the one that mentioned ransom. So yes, now you can replay what I said.
Go ahead, Mr. Loki Rabo. Go ahead. Just go ahead.
Now you will see. Look at. Okay, let's leave Nnamdi Kanu or the Igbos agitating. Okay, the middle belt. Or the middle belt are agitating too. They said they want to defend themselves. They are being killed day in, day out. Benue, Plateau, and all those places. They are being killed by a particular ethnic group. And the people they are saying they want guns to defend themselves. Since federal government cannot defend them, federal government refused to allow them to have guns. Southwest here, the Yorubas are being killed in Gongon and all other places. We are saying we want guns so that our people can defend themselves. The federal government is saying no. So if people like Sunday Igboho and the other people are agitating that they want to defend their territory, will you call them criminals? Will you call them PDP? Will you call them people who are defending or fighting Buhari, who are creating problems for Buhari's government?
All right.
Buhari himself is the one creating problems for the other ethnic groups in this country.
Okay, Mr. Loki Rabo, thank you very much for calling.
Thank you. God bless Nigeria.
Yeah, thank you very much. I like your submission. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Welcome to Talking Points today. What's the name, please?
Oh,
Mr. Okinloye, let's talk, sir.
When Mr. President uttered the word, he's going to deal with some people the language they understand. Initially, I wasn't happy with that statement. Then looking at the way our troops, our Nigerian army, the way they have been carrying out their duties, trying to kill some bandits and the like, I believe that statement served like a motivational ginger for them.
Okay.
So, and for the likes of some set of people saying, IPOP is this, is that, is whatever. There is a way of killing mosquito without using sledgehammer. You cannot, if truly what is happening, I just came back from Abuja like days ago now. Part of what is the investment, for my little statistics, Abuja has close to like 800 estates, real estate properties there, being owned by the Nigerians, different tribes. How do we intend to share Abuja? Are you telling me that if I'm having an apartment in Abuja now, after the separation of Nigeria, I have to seek for visa application or whatsoever? So I don't really understand. So are you telling me some of my Igbo people in Alaba, Chepe, in Lagos, that they have a lot of property then? Are they going to claim dual citizenship or whatsoever?
Okay.
My immediate younger sister got married to an Asaba man.
Okay.
So are you telling me that, okay, maybe, so probably there's a way of killing mosquito without using sledgehammer? It's not by killing or trying to attack some set of people.
Okay.
God bless Nigeria.
Thank you very much.
Then let our governors too, here in Oyo State. Hello?
I'm here. Go ahead.
Hello, sir?
Go ahead. I'm here.
Let our Governor Seyi Makinde, please come out with something like riot act, because you don't everywhere here in Ibadan now. As I'm speaking with you now, I do tell some of my friends that do go to joint and drink. Please, if you want to take your kaikai or the beer or whatever, probably take it to your house.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much.
As I'm speaking here in Ibadan.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you, Michael?
Very good.
Citizen Samuel from England.
Yes, sir.
The problem we have is that the president is parochial. It's nepotic. This same man went to UN and was pleading for the Palestinians for self-determination. But right there in some country has refused for them. The other one was saying, when he was outside the country, why were people still fighting and killing? If you don't support his idea. So if the president has been very sincere, they cooperate a referendum for people in that side, that's what they want. Then that could affect the okay, but he refused to do that.
Okay, so Mr. Citizen Samuel, before you go ahead, number one, I like you to understand that you are speaking on radio. Those expressions, parochial and the rest of it. I think you should water them down. That's number one. That's number one. Number two, when people are saying let the president give referendum, you know the process of amending the constitution, don't you?
The referendum is not even the constitution. They don't allow it to happen in the constitution.
That's what I'm saying. So but do you know that the president cannot by fiat order a referendum? Do you know that?
Let him set up the process. He controls the National Assembly. We are not fools. The National Assembly is an annex of the presidency. One thing they should know, somebody with their military might cannot sustain agitation when it started, and they are split. Yugoslavia, Croatia, these are all countries that have the military might. They are not buying, they are producing. Yet, when the come to become, the thing went ahead in their own separately. You are talking, I understand that, but why is it that the headsman killer in this country, they are attacking the Middle Belt, attacking South, attacking South East, attacking South, and nothing has happened to them? How many of them have been tried to court in the last 5 years? This particular Fulani man has been killing. How many have been tried to court? Nobody. We are not fools.
All right, thank you.
To the other side, we run after them. So there is no equity in the country. That is the problem we have.
All right.
I will not allow peaceful change, violence will be inevitable.
All right, thank you very much for calling. Ajayi Samuel Temitokpe, Ajayi Temitokpe Michael, you say I'm using social media diplomacy. Okay, thank you very much for that. Okay, so Ibrahim Oyekomi on Facebook. And I want you to, okay, so the comments, they say, hey, there's a stark, clear difference between reality and emotions. No one can begrudge anyone the right to hold any opinion about how the nation should be run. Whether it's restructuring or outright balkanization, it's an inalienable right. But how does anyone justify Nnamdi Kanu coordinating violent criminality? IPOB's activities has brought lots of ill will towards Igbos. Haba is okay. Thank you very much for that. You have questions for my analyst here. All right, thank you very much. And I want you to kindly dedicate a few programs to the issue of marginalization. I'm not impressed with much of these claims. People mostly start shouting about marginalization the moment they lose access to whatever sweet goodies they are getting from the national cake. Ibrahim K. Oyekomi on Facebook there. Thank you very much for your comments. Well received. Okay, caller here beckons. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, thank you. This is Ayikuto calling from Ibadan.
Ayikuto, let's talk, sir.
The greatest tragedy in life is not always death, but ignorance. So, the word of God says, my people are dying for lack of knowledge. That is ignorance. Mr. Ignorance said some time ago that what we need in Nigeria is not restructuring. Unless restructuring takes place in this country, we are nowhere.
All right.
No, they are now after Senegal. They are now after Nnamdi Kanu, but they did not do anything to Gume and his cohort. What are we doing? We are with Mr. President.
All right.
Mr. President is seriously taking us to the Red Sea.
All right.
And we don't follow him.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. Ayuko there. Okay. Commercial break on the program Talking Points a Day. Please don't go away.
láti ní ojúlówó mọ̀ tó nílò tó fi darapọ̀ mọ́ṣẹ́ ìgbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ tó sì dákọ́ṣẹ́ mọṣẹ́ tí mùṣemúṣẹ́ dámúṣẹ́ yàtọ̀. Splash FM Media Academy ti pèsè ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tó gàgàǹgbá fún gbogbo ẹni tó nífẹ̀ẹ́ láti dojúlówó agbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ tàbí ẹni tó fẹ́ fìmọ̀ kúmọ̀ nídìí iṣẹ́ ìgbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ tẹ́sí gbàwé ẹ̀rí muyege. Àwọn ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ Splash FM Media Academy dá lórí Introduction to Presentation, Program and Content Development, Journalism, Basic Production, Digital Media, Yorùbá Presentation, tó ń ti ìtọ́sọ́nà lórí ìṣe ẹni pẹ̀lú àwọn gbajúgbajà agbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ gbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́. Fún ìforúkọsílẹ̀ àti ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ àlàyé ẹ lọ sí Splash FM Media Academy tó wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ White House Fẹ́lẹ́lẹ̀ Ìbàdàn tàbí kẹ́ ẹ kàn sójú òpó ìtàkùn àgbáyé wa pẹ̀lú www.splashfm1055.com/academy 0705-439-3332 tàbí 0805-699-8676. Ẹ sì lè kàn sórí Facebook, Twitter àti Instagram wa @Splash FM Media Academy.
Ètò ìforúkọsílẹ̀ yóò wá sópin ní 30 oṣù kẹfà 30th of June.
Mú àlá rẹ ṣẹ láti dojúlówó agbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ lónìí. Splash FM Media Academy. À ń fọmọlúwàbí ṣe iṣẹ́ ìgbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ lọ́jọ́.
Beautiful people celebrating now. Beautiful culture. I'm on Naija. Even when you fall my heart, I will stand for you. Sometimes you they break my heart. I still love you.
Download the Tribe Niger app to join hot conversations about our Niger. Tribe Niger, do it different.
Maybe your mom will do something and you tell her, Mommy, you don't know. You can't say that to your mother-in-law because you will get in trouble.
Women are the salt and spice of life. To keep the spice of life alive, Women Matters. Orobiri Season 2. It's here, bigger and better. Catch the show on this station every Thursday by 10 a.m. Let's talk all about women. Women Matters. If it matters to women, it matters to us. Proudly sponsored by FC Wamco, makers of 3 Crowns Milk.
Looking beautiful, they are met with one click. AI selfie with the pictures on flick. High definition with a large screen. Infinix, no time. Top speed with a Helio G95. Super speed where they make you satisfied. Walk and play, everything is okay. Infinix, no 10 over 10. Hey yo, this is a real deal. Infinix, no 10. Hey yo, this is a real deal. Infinix, no 10, beauty meets strength.
Enjoy super-fast processor with the new Infinix Note 10 with Helio G95 speed, especially for better gaming experience. And a 6.95-inch FHD screen for wider viewing pleasures. Infinix Note 10 meets beauty with strength.
A fully furnished, nice and comfortable hostel accommodation in University of Ibadan, or a place for seminars and executive trainings at the same venue? You do not have to worry. Adebayo Akonde Hall suits your lodging needs and provides you a home away from home. Adebayo Akonde Hall is a 4-star hostel built in a serene environment with constant supply of electricity. It has fully furnished rooms that gives you great comfort at an affordable price. Adebayo Akonde Hall is located at Ajibode Extension, University of Ibadan. To make reservations, visit www.adebayohall.com or call the numbers 0805-699-8718, 0805-699-8719, 0805-699-8720. Adebayo Akonde Hall. Built for comfort. Built for you.
Ẹ̀yin ọmọ Nàìjíríà, èyí ni àwọn àmọ̀ràn 5 ní ṣókí tí ẹ lè fi dá ìròyìn tí kò lóòótọ́ nínú mọ̀ yàtọ̀ sí èyí tí ó jẹ́ òótọ́. Àkọ́kọ́, yẹ orísun rẹ̀ wò. Ìkejì, ṣàwárí àwọn orísun mìíràn. Ó kéré tán, o gbọ́dọ̀ rí ojúlówó orísun méjì tí ó gbé ìròyìn náà kí o tó gbà á gbọ́ tàbí fi ránṣẹ́ sí ẹlòmíràn. Ìkẹta, ṣèwádìí àròkọ tàbí ìròyìn náà. Tí o bá ṣe ń ṣe iyèméjì, tún kà dáadáa. Wo ọjọ́ tí a kọ, bóyá kò tíì pẹ́. Ìkẹrin, bẹ̀ Africa Check wò lórí ẹ̀rọ ayélujára. Tí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ kan bá ti tàn jálẹ̀jákò, ó ṣeé ṣe kí ọ̀kan nínú àwọn iléeṣẹ́ tí ó ń yẹ òtítọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ wò bíi Africa Check ti ṣàyẹ̀wò rẹ̀. Ìkarùn-ún, tí o kò bá lè ṣàrídájú tó mọ́yán lórí nípa àròkọ kan, ó dára kí o yẹra fún dípò fífi ránṣẹ́ sí ẹlòmíràn. Àmọ̀ràn yín wá láti ọwọ́ Africa Check. Fún àmọ̀ràn kíkún, darapọ̀ mọ́ wa lórí WhatsApp ní 090-8377-7789. Tẹ̀lé wa lórí Twitter, Instagram àti Facebook ní @africacheck_ng.
Splash FM 105.5.
All right, you're still listening to Talking Points on Splash FM here in the city of Ibadan this Tuesday, the 29th day in the month of June 2021. We're talking Nnamdi Kanu and the latest developments. We're talking about agitations and platforms for agitations, and we're also sharing thoughts on these matters. In case you'd like to join the conversation, please do, okay? 0809 155 1055, 0805 699 8678, and 07069 493 3000. Those are the numbers. If you'd like to join us on Facebook, we're live streaming. Just look us up on Splash FM. Just go to Splash FM 105.5 Ibadan on Facebook, and you'll find us there. You can key in your comments there as well. So let's engage. The program is all about engagement, and the whole essence is for us to find a meeting point and then see if we can apply these things that we're talking here to ourselves and our nation. We'd like to move forward, isn't it? So I'd like to make progress, really. So whatever it is that will help us to have clear picture of where we are going. I subscribe. Okay, so callers here beckoning. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
You're welcome to Talking Points today. What's the name, please? Ayo Babayemi, right?
Ayo Babayemi from Apata.
Yes, sir.
I think agitation for self-determination should be fundamental human right of any Nigerian. If you look at what has been happening in the last 6 years, it has been lopsided appointment, marginalization, killing, kidnapping, and so by a section of the country to the whole country. And what they are enjoying over there, hello, sir.
I'm here.
What they are enjoying over there, we are suffering in the south, and we want to make sure that we are no longer a slave. So that is what Kanu is fighting for. So if now say that Kanu has been arrested, that is sending a wrong signal for us here. Of which I am one of them at the agitation for the state. So we are not going to be watched, no matter what happens. Because how can you be saying that nobody can say anything? We are not those guys. The era of facility has gone forever. We will not speak as we see. So let him be arrested as they say, but I'm telling you, Michael, that is what is for us to stop agitation for self-determination in the state.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Babayemi. I sense that you are speaking with much anger. And are we going to be able to solve any of these fundamental problems, by just thinking that all of us can be angry? Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
You're welcome to Talking Points today. What's the name, please?
Yes, my name is Aziz from Bagi.
Aziz from Bagi. Let's talk Aziz.
Yes, sir. I don't really understand what people call marginalization. You see, to start for the people from Niger Delta, they gave them a separate Ministry of Niger Delta. And then let me tell you to be specific. They gave them amnesty. In fact, as a Yoruba man, somebody had me submitted my name to enjoy that advantage. But after screening, they discover my name is not from their region. They have to screen my name out of the list. These people, what is marginalization? They say Yoruba have been president, also have been president. Who stopped anybody from Poland to become president? Nobody stop anybody from contesting for any position in Nigeria. You have right to do so.
Right. All right.
So what people call marginalization, I don't understand.
All right. Thank you.
So that's my contribution. Please.
Okay. All right. So just like someone made a request, Ibrahim Oyekomi, we'll find a day to discuss this very niggling question of marginalization. I'll be very sure that we'll do that. Most certainly do that. Okay. And we have to wrap up, really. We have to go now. I just take a minute from Goki, your wrap up for the day. I told you that, okay, so we have, we can disagree. In fact, disagreement is fundamental right, okay? So people, can disagree with people. People have a right to their opinions. So I like you to, speak in that light, really.
You see, I have a problem with, some people, because you can disagree with what I want to say or what I have to say. But like I said earlier, I will allow you say it. I can disagree with you. See, people have the right to voice out their agitation. And I've not used this platform to say I support violence and terrorist activity. I have not said that. In fact, on this platform, we've talked about it several times when we talk about security in the Southeast. And I'm saying burning police station, killing security operatives is not the solution. But what we're saying is 51 years after the war, have these people, a lot of things that they brought out. If agitation is not fresh in their mind, if it is not a popular opinion, you will not see people supporting them. You won't see people out there in rally. Come Saturday, the Odua People's Odua rally is going to hold in Lagos. There are a lot of issues about it concerning security, concerning lives and property. But we cannot continue to have all of this on Saturday.
All right.
So are we going to keep on arresting all these people and not talk about, the main issues that we have on ground?
So you're asking that the government should sit them down and ask their demands.
Exactly.
And then see how we can work around.
Let's acknowledge that there is a problem.
Okay.
Then you work towards solving this problem. Why is it that at this particular point in time, a lot of people, have you heard before that, numerous groups are just coming up and saying, no, we just want to go, we just want to be our own. All of these we must settle.
We must settle.
If we take Kanu, if we take Sunday, another Sunday may rise, another Kanu may come up.
Okay, so we need to listen to agitators.
We need to acknowledge that there's a problem and talk about that.
Thank you very much,
Goki,
for coming. All right, the job is done for today. After now, Ibadan News Update at 4 o'clock, and after that, Game On. Catherine in the house already. Okay, so win something for yourself today. Okay, my name is Michael Olatunbosun. I'd like to ask you to make sure that you do everything within your power to make this nation better, and that includes not dumping refuse in the waterways. Please, if you have an agitation, please express it, but don't be violent. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Splash FM 105.5.